Picture this: you're sitting in the dim light of an expensive restaurant or on a park bench, looking into the eyes of someone you truly care about. You decide to be honest. You open up, sharing your fears, your love for her, and your plans for your future together. You think this will bring you closer, but instead of warmth, you see something frightening in her eyes: coldness, boredom, and a growing desire to be as far away from you as possible. Everything you've been told about sincerity in relationships is a beautiful lie, designed to keep you predictable and safe. You've been told that you just need to be yourself, but they forgot to warn you that in a world of primal instincts, being yourself often means being weak. Your mind refuses to believe it, but reality is merciless. Your truth has just killed her attraction. Right now, you're making a critical mistake that's stealing your future. You use communication as a tool to ease your conscience, while the psychology of dating is always a game of shadows and distance. If you don't understand the rules of this game, you're doomed to an endless cycle of rejection, wondering what went wrong. We're debunking the biggest myth of our time: the belief that complete emotional nakedness is the shortest path to love. It's not. Your brain, and hers, operate according to the laws of biology, not the scripts of romantic comedies. True power lies not in spilling the contents of your mind, but in remaining an unsolved labyrinth. Your thinking is poisoned by the idea that sincerity is the highest virtue. But in a world ruled by dark psychology, excessive sincerity is a form of emotional selfishness. You dump the burden of your feelings on your partner, hoping for validation, but instead, you simply reduce your value to zero. Insight number 1: the book reading effect. Imagine walking into a movie theater and someone in the front row shouts out the ending. All interest vanishes instantly. Your early sincerity is the spoiler. When you reveal everything about yourself, you deprive her of the opportunity to explore you. In psychology, this is called the disappearance of cognitive dissonance. The human mind is programmed to search for answers. As long as you're a mystery, her thoughts are preoccupied with you. As soon as you become an open book, her brain checks the box: subject explored, no threats or rewards. Attraction dies in the silence of your predictability. You call it honesty, but to her, it looks like a lack of boundaries. Your confidence should manifest itself in the ability to pause, not in a rush to fill the void with your confessions. Remember, we value only what we had to earn, not what was thrust upon us for free. Insight 2: the value frame. Have you ever wondered why women often choose bad boys? It's not because they enjoy pain, but because these men never relinquish control of their frame. When you become too sincere, you subconsciously hand over the power to your frame to determine the fate of your emotions. You enter a state of neediness. Your thinking switches from "I am the prize" to "please, choose me" mode. Your sincerity becomes a signal that you have no other options. It's a biological anti-aphrodisiac. A woman's subconscious reads this as low social value. True power lies in self-sufficiency. You must be sincere with yourself, but you must communicate with the world through the filter of your goals. If your relationship becomes the center of your universe too early, you lose your orbit. You become a satellite, and satellites never evoke passion, they're just always there, boring and unchanging. Insight 3: the illusion of intimacy. You think that if you tell her about your psychological traumas or past failures, she'll want to save you or understand you. It's a trap. In the early stages of dating, she's looking for a strong ally, not a therapy patient. Your emotions are your inner workings. By dumping them on her, you create a false intimacy that's frightening. It's like building a roof on a house that doesn't yet have a foundation. You try to skip the stages of attraction, using sincerity like an elevator, but the elevator always gets stuck between floors. Dark psychology teaches, control over information is control over interest. Your weaknesses should be revealed only when the foundation of trust has been laid for years, not weeks. Until then, your task is to project stability. Your brain must become a fortress, not a thoroughfare. Insight 4: scarcity as currency. Why do we value rare metals so much? Because they're scarce. Your availability, your constant calls, and your sincere willingness to be there at any moment devalue you faster than inflation. You become background noise. Using scarcity in communication isn't manipulation, it's respect for your own life. When you sincerely say, "I'm available anytime," you're really saying, "My life is empty." This kills attraction at its roots. No one wants to be in a relationship with emptiness. Your attraction grows in those moments when you're not around. When her mind starts conjuring up images: where are you, who are you with, what are you thinking about? Your sincerity kills these fantasies. You give her too many answers to questions she hasn't even had a chance to ask yet. Insight 5, Emotional Dumping. When you dump your feelings too early, you're dumping. You're offering too much love for too little. This arouses suspicion. Subconsciously, she thinks, if he gives it to me so easily, then it's worthless. Your task is to learn the art of dosing. Your communication habits must reflect your high standards. You shouldn't be a cold robot, but you must be a person whose trust and sincerity are a reward earned through time and actions, not just pretty eyes. Right now, you're experiencing this unpleasant realization. You recall the times when your open heart turned against you. You feel bitterness that the world isn't as fair as you'd like. But in this bitterness lies your freedom. You will no longer be a victim of your own naivety. You begin to understand that relationships are a dynamic structure of power and interest. Your sincerity is no longer an endless fountain, but a precious vessel that you open only to those who have proven their devotion. Your thinking is changing. You see how your brain previously tried to buy love through excessive openness. You realize it was fear, the fear of being uninteresting without your own dramas. But now you know, your silence speaks far more eloquently than your confessions. You feel a new power growing within you. This is the power of control. The power of a man who is in control of his impulses. You no longer run to meet everyone you meet with open arms, risking a punch to the gut. You stand still, and the world begins to revolve around you. This is the path to inner clarity. When you stop depending on others' reactions to your sincerity, you become truly free. Your confidence now comes from within, not from how understood you feel in a woman's eyes. You begin to convey a completely different energy. This is the energy of mystery, the energy of a predator who knows his own worth. Your communication becomes concise, weighty, and incredibly attractive. You no longer ask for attention, you dictate it. Look at your past mistakes as a training ground. Every rejection was a lesson in how not to use your mind. Now you're armed with knowledge most men won't gain in a lifetime. You're light years ahead. Your future dates will change forever. You'll sit in the same chair, look into the same eyes, but now you will control the depth of penetration. You will impart sincerity drop by drop, turning it into the most coveted elixir. You see her reaction change. Her gaze reveals excitement, curiosity, and that very attraction you've long craved. Now she's trying to figure you out. Now she is sincere in her desire to be closer to you. This isn't manipulation for the sake of pain, it's manipulation for the sake of preserving value. You protect your soul from devaluation. You create a space in which love can grow from respect, not pity. Your subconscious accepts the new protocol. You are the master of your information. You are the architect of your own secret. Your emotions are capital, invested only in profitable projects. The dating world is cruel to those who wear their hearts on their sleeves. But it bows to those who know how to hide their power behind a mask of calm. Your sincerity is now your secret asset, not a public treasure. You feel your anxiety melt away. You no longer need to turn yourself inside out to be liked. You are good enough in your silence. You are valuable enough in your inaccessibility. Remember this moment. The moment you realized that your honesty was your weakness. From this day forward, your honesty will become your most powerful weapon, because you will know when to bear it. Your path to relationship greatness begins with closing your mouth and opening your eyes. You observe. You analyze. You play by your own rules. Dark psychology isn't about evil, it's about the truth about human nature. And the truth is, we crave what we can't fully comprehend. Be that which cannot be fully comprehended. Your thinking is now a blade that cuts through all that is superfluous. You cast aside old habits of justifying and explaining yourself. You simply are. And that is more than enough. You emerge from the shadow of your past failures. Now you see the battlefield from above. You understand your opponent's every move and your partner's every impulse. You no longer play blind. Your power grows with every unspoken word. With every minute you spend on yourself, not waiting for her response. You become the center of gravity. There will be no more friend zones or misunderstandings. There will be only your choice and your strategy. You take control of your destiny. You realize that sincerity is the end of the journey, not its beginning. This is a reward for years of struggle together, not an entry ticket to a first date. Don't confuse these concepts, and you will never fail. Your future in a relationship now looks like a triumph. You see yourself as confident, calm, and desirable. You no longer fear loneliness, and that's precisely why people will be drawn to you. You are a master of distance. You are the architect of interest. You are the one she will think of before falling asleep, wondering what lies behind your calm gaze. Your transformation is complete. You have gone from a sincere child to a wise strategist. Your brain now works for you, not against you. Go and take what is rightfully yours. Go and create the kind of relationship others can only dream of, using your new power and understanding of human nature. Your sincerity is a treasure that the world will appreciate only when you stop scattering it under the feet of passers-by.